Yeah.
Cool. Alright, looks like we're hopping in here. I'm gonna check the stream.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure everything's going good. Guys, let us know if you can hear us. Yes, that's right. We got a little fancy music in the background.
Oh, this is serious. It's terrifying.
Oop. Yeah, looks like we're live. Looks like things are going good. Okay. I like that. Let me share this up here. We're also live on Twitter, too.
Oh.
I've been doing that with us.
Did we do that last time?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Luke, can you see the chat?
Can I see what?
Can you see the chat?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Just keep an eye on that for me because I can't see it right now.
Okay. I thought you said the cat.
The cat? No, we don't have no cats here.
Well, listen, how many times does a cat show up in your background?
A lot, okay, a lot. Remember when we were shooting... What were we shooting? When my cat Davina fell through the ceiling.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember, but it was... I immediately told Zoe after that, because I was like, this is the wildest scene I'd ever seen in my life.
That's some shit right there.
I was like, I cannot believe it.
Yes. Gremlin Ryo, what's up, my boy? How you doing?
Thank you for the movie poster you created.
Yes.
Oh, thank you for the beard comment here.
Very nice.
I'm trying to get it to Dylan.
Oh, dude, it just grows, bro. Like, I can't even stop it. It's always moving all the time. I can't maintain it. We get comments sometimes from people like, dude, you need to brush your beard. Like, what's wrong with you? It's like, I'm sorry. Like, sometimes I just roll out of bed and I go to work, and then I work in a warehouse, so I don't have to be presentable all that well. Glad to hear you're great, bud. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm just getting everything prepped too for our little trailer reviews.
Oh man, the Meg
here.
too.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Ready.
We'll be getting there here pretty soon, bud. We're just gonna give some people some time to file in. We're gonna see how many people want to show up and chat with us. And I should probably sign into the correct account, so that way we don't have to worry about ads.
Oh yeah. Rios is a fan of the Meg. I think we're both fans of the Meg.
Yes.
I need to go back and watch it. I saw it in the theater, and I never went back and revisited it. I just know I had so much fun in the theater just sitting there. And what was it? Was it an hour and a half, or is that 2 hours?
It's only like an hour and a half.
Is it okay? I didn't remember it being that long, but then I thought maybe I was just...
I have it on 4K over there. Because, obviously I gotta own it. The Shark Flick.
I mean, you crawl on 4K? Does that exist?
It does. Remember, it came out...
That's right.
Yeah, I popped into your channel a couple times. I try to keep up for you, bud. I definitely saw some of your new stuff. I saw your April Fool's joke. Because I was like, wait, what do you mean he's...
Oh, I saw that too. I thought that was
What
fun.
do you mean you have to queue it? Like, I thought, okay, oh well. I mean, yeah, that sucks. I'm trying to think. I know I watched some of your shorts. I watch a lot of your shorts when they come out. I know. Give me just a second here. I'm still setting stuff up. I can't talk and set up at the same time because I'm a loser. Oh, I saw your kill count for Stream 6 and your Halloween 2018 kill count. I did watch those. And then I'm just gonna go to your channel real quick and take a look. 'Cause yeah, I've seen a few things. I saw your showing of some of my favorite things. I know you're really looking forward to Transformers. Now that I'm looking back at everything. But yeah, man, you're climbing up there. You're almost at 400 subs. That's pretty good, dude.
Oh, man, he's doing it. I think I'm remembering correctly. I think it was recent. Killer Clown stuff.
Yes, yeah, he
Okay.
did some Killer Clown stuff. It was
Anything.
his
Killer Clown
kill
related.
count for Killer Clowns.
There we go.
Yeah, so you're definitely on your way, brother. You just gotta keep on keeping up, and that's the thing with us too. We've been, trying to keep things moving, trying to keep things
Going.
consistent going. We're at 862 as of right now.
Yeah. Getting to that 1,000 point, hopefully.
I know we'll get there. We'll get there shortly. I don't think it will be too long until we reach the goal. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun when we get there. Okay. My favorite animal is a shark. That's fire, bud. What's up, Matt G with the fire emojis? What's happening, brother? Good to see you in there. Let me see here. I'm gonna put this up in a few more places. Then we'll just chat for a little bit, give people an opportunity to file in, and then yeah, we'll get going. I think my intent with this at the moment is to hopefully cut these trailer reactions out and then post them so that way other people can see them long after the live stream has ended.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely looking forward to some of the new movies. We got a pretty, I didn't think about it until earlier today, but we have a pretty odd pairing here with a Yorgos Lanthimos movie and then a Megalodon film as far as reviews
All have a
go.
different kind of gravitas to them, I would
Right? Yeah. Very different. Different style. Okay, so all the posts are up now. Let's get the trailers queued up. What do you want to start with, Luke?
Well, Ryo's over here. He wants to see that Meg 2 trailer, so let's start.
Meg 2 trailer? Okay. We'll start there and then work our way into the other stuff. And then I'll obviously cut the music. And a new hat says horrors are good at business. Nice. It's our business too. At least we like it. All right. Now we brought that down. All right. Meg 2, The Trench. So why don't we hop into this? We'll give it like a little watch through, and then we'll kind of go through piece by piece and take a look at some of the stuff and chat it up. So if you guys are ready, I'm gonna click go. I should turn up the volume first, actually. Let me know if it's too low for you guys too. Between this and 65, I feel like we're getting spoiled with dinosaurs nowadays.
Oh, yeah. What a visual.
I like the gore. At least they're showing some blood. You know, if this was a couple
Jonas,
years ago, I feel like they wouldn't have shown
we
as
need your
much.
You know, and I think with that opening scene, this film totally knows what it is. You know what I mean? It's like they're just proving that they know what the Meg 2 is.
It's an ancient
Yeah,
ecosystem
it's fun,
untouched
dude.
by
We're
man.
not trying to break the
Whatever is
mold.
down there is trying to make its way to the
We're not
surface.
trying to be like, you know, the Black Demon, be a little too overly serious. We're just here to have fucking
This was a
fun.
bad idea. Just a little bit.
I mean, with the music and everything, yeah. What I did not expect is all these other creatures too.
Yes, I didn't see that. I like that they're at the like bottom of the sea floor here too, or wherever the hell they're at. I
Mhm.
love that they added that into it.
Jonas,
Yeah, it gives me
We've got
some
company.
underwater vibes.
Yeah.
That's the biggest Meg I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's a big
Biggest
bitch.
Meg anyone's ever seen.
That's the apex predator.
I'm gonna have to pause that. I think that Meg had like a what do they call those fish that suck onto them and eat
Three
the?
massive Megs and who knows what else have
I
escaped the
got,
breach.
is it a barnacle? I don't know.
hope it goes better
It's not a barnacle.
I don't know what they are.
I read an article where they counted
What
happened
happened
kicking the
last
Meg in the face as a reference to Quint.
you don't want to know.
Oh, okay.
We've
Maybe.
never seen this before. They hunted in packs.
You can relax. This place,
Is Meg proof.
I mean, Jonas was always afraid of this, but I was also thinking,
Not very good. I'm just happy that we actually got the sequel to this because I didn't know if we were gonna get it when the first one came out. Because
Yeah.
I know this is based off a series of books, so it's gone completely different. I did listen to the first book because it's on YouTube.
Oh, okay. It's very
Um,
serious in tone.
It is very serious in tone. Maybe after we watch a couple of the other ones, buddy, we can go through some of your videos for sure. But yeah, I just kind of want to go through now, and we'll kind of take a gander at some of the stuff. You know, just when we see something that I kind of want to stop at. I know there was one thing I saw. These little guys, though, these are in the international poster. Have you seen that yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, in the international poster, these are they look like they're going to play a bigger presence. Like I'm gonna actually
Because
try
things
to
are coming through, I think, aren't they? Like they're
Mhm.
dealing with more than just the Megs, I think, aren't they? It's a
Yes,
couple of different.
there's a lot more stuff they're dealing with here. International poster, and these guys are a part of it. And then obviously we saw the Kraken thing too that they're dealing with.
Yes,
Um,
which I'm pretty excited about.
I am too. We did see the Meg eat a squid in the last movie, but it wasn't like a full blown like Kraken looking creature like this one appears to be.
Yeah.
Let me see here. I'm gonna actually stop sharing for a moment and then get us back here so we can see the poster that I found. Okay, so everybody can see this now. So this is the poster. So if you can see on here, I'm going to use this to zoom in a bit. But these guys right in here, those are our creature there. Like those
Oh,
are
okay.
bees on the screen.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are going to be at play. We got the tentacles, we got the sharks. Obviously, I think they said 3 megs. So but we saw 3 fins. But I know that this is supposed to be the quote unquote biggest meg they've ever seen.
Okay.
So I don't necessarily know if he counts. But yeah, I'm definitely very intrigued. We'll get back to the poster itself or the footage itself. Sorry, I had to sneeze. But yeah, no, these guys here chomping it up. Like I said, 65 million.
65.
Yep, 65
Tying
to
together.
Adam
Driver shows
Driver.
up.
Yep, that's what I'm saying, brother. We're on the same. We should
He comes
write
through the trench.
these movies.
Double down on the Meg series, the franchise.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yeah, I do like this. This is the big thing we heard out of CinemaCon. Everybody was talking about this scene, how it opens up with a T-Rex just getting absolutely demolished by a megalodon. And they definitely paid off there. I'm excited to see this. I would actually love to see a longer sequence in this. I doubt that this is going to be very long. It might be the opening of the movie or even a post credit or something. This is just fucking cool. Like just two giant CGI monstrosities going at each other.
I
Yeah,
love the
El
setup.
Rayo agrees for sure.
I love the setup of it, and I think it really kind of shows the scale of the Meg too. When we always think about a T Rex being an apex type of predator, and then you see the Meg come in there and just chomp down on it.
Shit.
And
Dude,
it,
it makes the T-Rex just look so tiny. Like even when it was running up on the beach, I'm like, that ain't shit. But yeah, again, I appreciate the gore here. I appreciate that. I really want these films to go rated R, but I don't think they ever will because of the audience appeal.
Yeah.
You want teenagers and young kids popping up in here, checking out the Meg movies. Obviously, it's going to get them a wider basis. But yeah, just go a little harder with it. That's my whole thing. And yeah, there it is, just dragging that fucker off into the deep. Gotta love it.
So well set up.
It is. It's nice and fun. And then, of course, we got the man himself, Jonas, aka Jason Statham, coming back. He seems to have a lot of fun with these movies, because even in his coverage, he's nothing but positive about these.
Yeah. And I think he complements the film well. It's like where you have a giant megalodon like that. Who's going to take on a giant meg? Well, of course, Jason Statham. And he knows what the film is. And like you said, he seems to have a lot of fun with these.
Absolutely. I like the suits, like you were saying before. This whole underwater area is very nice. It's really well rendered for a trailer, too. So I'm excited to see this on the big screen. This is, for what it is being a B movie for the most part. I really, really, really want to see this on the biggest screen I can possibly see it on, just because of sequences like this with all of the lights and the shine. Like they do a really good job of making it look like they're underwater, making it look like another world.
Yeah, and that's where it's like these are fun films, but you can tell that they do put some care into these Meg movies. And just looking at this, just judging by the trailer, I love how they've expanded upon everything. Where it's like you look at the original Meg, and it's like, it's pretty face value, in terms of what they're dealing with. But this one, bringing in other creatures, being on the sea floor like this with the suits, I mean, they've really taken advantage of the whole kind of going out into left field with it, and making the most out of it.
Absolutely. And then Ryo's sitting here with us. He says, I might see this movie, but I might see The Last Voyage of the Demeter. Yeah. Are these coming out on the same weekend?
That's what I was about to ask. I don't know.
I'm going to check on that.
Again, two very different, tonally different films.
I'm looking forward to both, though, honestly. Yeah. The Last Voyage. Oh, my God. That movie looks so good.
Looks so well done. And again, fun take on Dracula, I think, especially after seeing Renfield, which I also really enjoyed. But the Last Voyage of the Demeter just, again, it looks so different. Another intriguing take. It's like looking at something like Guillermo's Shape of Water and kind of how that's a take on the creature. I think the Last Voyage of the Demeter is also a fun take on Dracula.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Okay, so this comes out the week before The Last Voyage. So, yeah, we don't have to double up that weekend. So, but we will have two back-to-backs. We'll have this and then The Last Voyage the next week. And I know Ryo was telling me at one point that his birthday is around this time. So, what day is that, buddy, that you were planning on going to see it? Because I know he said his birthday is right around this time. So that's a tough choice for me. I think if I'm going with friends, and like going for like a birthday kind of setting, I'd probably go see the Meg in a group. But yeah, I mean, just the qual, like you got out of the 22nd, so you got a few weeks there. So yeah, you could probably break that up. You could see the Meg on the 4th and then go see Last Voyage for your birthday. So that's not bad. You got time. You could do it. I don't know what else is coming out in August though, so I don't know if you got other non-horror related ambitions as well. Because obviously, I do at times. I saw Guardians. I had to make time for Guardians. It was fucking great, Luke. You need to see it.
Absolutely.
So good. Love James Gunn. Yeah, I really think we need to revisit Slither at some point again. Just because I don't
That
know
initial run, I think everything on there. I think we have to revisit.
Yeah, because I don't think our current audience is familiar
Yeah.
with that. So,
and any chance to talk about the Blob again? I'm down.
Absolutely. Yeah, we'll have to look at that again because we got the Fog in there. We got some heavy hitters.
Yeah,
for sure. But we all thought we were gonna die in the pandemic, so we had to get them out.
There we go. Let's get it out before COVID.
I hope that it works out for you, Rye. I hope you can get out there and see them both. But yeah, we'll keep going here. Again, definitely looks like a big squid kraken-esque creature. This reminds me of the game that I was streaming for a while. What the fuck was the shark game?
Yeah,
Rye saw me playing it for a little bit, but yeah, I'll have to get back on that at some point. Oh, Death in the Water, where the Kraken kept popping up. I know Slither. Yes, dude, Slither is great. If you go onto our audio version of the podcast on Spotify, you can listen to us talk about it for how long was that? They were like hour and a half episodes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we tried to condense them. We didn't have the format that we have now. But it was a lot of fun. And Michael Rooker, oh my gosh, what a treasure.
Absolutely amazing. But yeah, no, he was saying Death in the Water 2. Yes, that's the one. I got to get back on that. I got to get that. I want to play Evil Dead. Before I know it, Killer Clowns is going to be out. And I got to get you on that.
Absolutely.
We got to. That's why I think we're upgrading that PC of yours. So that way you can join us in so we can both get it. But I think that'd be fun if we can get a group. I don't know what if it's crossplay or not, but I know Rye's got an Xbox. If we can get a couple other people to join us, get a group, and just play Killer Clowns on opening day, that'll be a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, I'll take an entire day off just to play Killer Clowns all day. I'll do it.
You'll be there with your all your merch on and everything.
Oh, I'm gonna dress up like Shorty.
There you go. Oh. I forgot to tell you, I've been forgetting for a minute. I went into Target last weekend, and you know what I found for Atticus?
What's that?
Killer Clowns plush.
Oh, I saw that they were releasing them. I think they did them all, didn't they?
I only found Shorty.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw an ad maybe earlier this week where they had them all lined up. So I think they have them all out there right now. Did you pick it up?
I did. Yeah, I grabbed him one. They only had one, but I'm keeping my eye out because I know that's if there's anything that I'm going to get Ella as my first little horror thing. I've been trying to figure out what it's going to be for a while. I said it's going to be Jason, but I think that's the most appropriate one because that's your franchise right there. That's your film. So, all right. He says I'm getting a Shockwave Funko Pop from Transformers, and I'm definitely getting Killer Clowns from Outer Space game. Hell yeah. Yeah, man. We don't have the best relationship with Transformers, but I'm looking forward to Rise of the Beast. I like the director. The director's from our neck of the woods. So, and I liked Creed too. And my sister is in the chat. What's up, Kira? How you doing?
Now family affair.
Yes, always. They got to show up and show some support. For those of you who don't know, Kira was an extra tag along for us with Terrifier 2. Gotta say, yeah, seriously. Gotta say, though, mad respect. She was an OG Terrifier fan before Luke and I even could give the franchise any respect. She liked the first film when we were sitting here bashing it, saying, not for us.
Listen, I'll still probably bash that first one.
Hey, I have it on Blu-ray now. I'm really looking forward to rewatching it again, but I think that is just because. Sorry, I'm keep messing with my camera. But I think that's just because Terrifier 2 is such a high point for me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I'm gonna let Sleeping Dogs lie at the moment and just now. Okay. I'm gonna stay with my happy thoughts of Terrifier 2.
Fair. I know this is probably way off in the future, but hopefully Screambox and Bloody Disgusting are going to be putting out Terrifier 3 for our benefit because we might get a screener for it. But regardless if we do or not, that is still something I'd love to go back. Either way, I want to see Terrifier 3 in theaters if we can see it again.
Oh yeah.
I think that was just a really eventful night, and it was a lot of fun. Even if we hadn't gone and stayed up and watched Hellraiser, I still think that was just a lot of fun. We went to a theater we weren't familiar with, and then we went and saw that, and it was just like a really high-end theater in our area.
Yeah.
And we just didn't know what the fuck we were getting into. Like, we did not like the first one, and then we just get in there and it's just like, Jesus fucking Christ, like, what is going on? Like,
yeah, and it's like I'm totally looking forward to Terrifier 3 when that does come out. I feel like just with the groundswell that we've had with Terrifier 2, that it's probably going to be opened up into a lot more theaters than Terrifier 2 was. So it's like, I think Terrifier 3 will be a fun experience, but I don't think we'll ever. It was lightning in a bottle that night. You know what I mean?
Where it's like when The Dark Knight came out, and you see that for the first time, and you're just like, damn, like that's great. Like, and you see Endgame or just a movie that is going to be something else. But yeah, I agree. I don't think it's going to hit like it did before, but I'm still excited. I'm still very much looking forward to it. Oh, I do want to show you guys something, and we'll get back to the Meg here in a minute, but this is our 1 year stream, so we're doing our thing. I ordered a t-shirt, and Luke, I wanted to show you these because I know there's a few on here that are up your alley, so let me start going through this. So I ordered this off of Once Upon a Tea. They have a lot of great stuff, as you can see, lots of cool, fun designs. Not bad prices either. I'm waiting to see what the quality is like.
Oh yeah.
But the one that I ordered, well, Shop by Collections, they got horror. And you can see all of these. I'll go a little slow so you guys can see them.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Luke's already seeing some he wants. But I mean, they got some deep cuts in here too. Like,
yeah,
they got that Want to Play, that Jason one I like a lot. I Survived the Cemetery is not bad. But yeah, I did. I think it's just, oh yeah, we're starting to get to them. So this is the one I had to order. It was on sale for $16 the other day because they do like daily discounts or whatever.
Oh, I got you. Yeah,
I want to see if I can get the whole image up. Here we go. So that's the image.
Oh, that's a great one.
But yeah, that's the one I ordered on a t-shirt. So it only cost me $20 with priority shipping.
That's not bad at all.
No, and it was because they do their deal of the day, and the greeting card horror ones were that was Saturday night, and I only had like an hour to decide. So I was like, fuck it, I'm doing it. But yeah, I was thinking of, I forgot to send these to you, but they got Camp Crystal Lake, they got Haddonfield, Elm Street, Springwood. Everything is pretty much represented here. So like you get a lot of that. Like,
yeah, Midsummer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, dude, they got some good ones in here. Like, I'll go kind of slow, but this is another one that I want. This McCready. Like, some of these are great. Like, really badass.
They look like, I mean, I guess we'll see the quality, but they look they'd be well done, with
they do look like
artwork
that.
here.
Yeah. Rye, these are definitely some ones that would be up your alley for sure as well. But I know you and your dad work on your own t-shirts too, so yeah, but like it just keeps going. Like, honestly, it just keeps fucking going. And like these Evil Dead ones are pretty good.
Oh, those are nice.
This is another one, the Halloween Horror-thon.
Oh my god.
I know. I was sitting here like, man, I will stock up on these and wear them all Splatterthon long. Myers Fitness for slashers was another one that I was like, that's one for you there. But even these ones that are just like contemporaries, where they're just like they're just there's no joke to them or anything. They look good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So if,
Freddy, that Game Over one there, that one looks nice.
so if the quality is good, I'll definitely be picking up more of these. But yeah, this is one I saw for you there.
Oh, that's a nice one.
But yeah,
I'm
man,
gonna have to go through that and take a look.
and it just I haven't even gotten to the end. Like I've never it keeps going back to the top, but like I've never been able to get to the end of it. So
Yeah.
like, and I was looking since Sunday. But the next one I'm thinking about getting is this one.
Oh,
Get
that's
Terrified
nice.
in Miles County.
Yes, I don't own a Terrifier shirt yet, so
I know. That's why I was like, I want to. I was beating myself up. We went to the punk rock flea market up here in Akron, and I saw that Elena from Horror Hounds got just someone was doing art. They did an art of Art the Clown, with the flower sunglasses. I was like, oh my god, dude, I should have got that.
I know they had a Terrifier shirt there I had seen, and then I think someone instantly bought it because I saw it, and then I went back to look at it, and it was gone. So,
do I want to play Friday the 13th on Xbox? Maybe at some point down the road. I don't have the I'm not very liquid right now because we're saving up for some stuff for the channel, and we're saving up for a project we're working on. So I had to cut my because I don't really use it much, so I had to cut my Xbox Live for the time being. But once I get it back, I can definitely we could play some in the future for sure. So yeah, but why don't we hop back into the Meg? I feel bad because I've been hopping into stuff I wanted to see, but I had to represent. I needed to make sure you saw that, but we'll kind of keep pushing into this. So yes, our buddy here gets attacked by some unholy creature, and then we got our couple of Megs there. This is where I wanted to see. Okay, no, that's just damage. I thought that was like one of those fish.
oh, I got you
right there on his lip, but no, that's just damage. I think. No, it is. Just moved. See, he's got a tail. Oh, there's a couple.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that.
Yeah.
It's the little things. It's the little things that count. But yeah, no, I like the look of the new Megalodon. I thought the other Meg was fine. It's just it was very plain looking. This one definitely looks like some ancient beast coming from the depths. So
yeah, again, I like the premise of this one. We're really diving deep, and kind of getting into this other creatures and things like that. I think this is honestly, if you were going to make a Meg 3, I think this opens up a lot of different things that you can really go down different routes with.
Absolutely. But yeah, no, definitely, I'm excited to see it. I like how big it is. It's the apex predator. But yeah, no, these guys look like they're getting chased. They're gonna get fucked up. So that was something. 3 massive Megs. So obviously, I think the apex is probably the biggest one. But like, so I'm guessing that's the big one, and then these two are just probably about the same size as the last movie.
Maybe it's a family.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I'm sure
it's about family.
It's a family
like Fast
film.
and Furious.
Yes, Fast and
Furious. We already have the
Furious.
Jason Statham tie-in. So
did you see today that they said that Dwayne The Rock Johnson shows up in Fast X?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So and then they're hinting that we're getting one more movie after the next one.
Yeah.
It's just never gonna fucking end, dude. Like, I see him with my buddy and my dad. Like, it's just this weird tradition we have. We go see him. But I've been checked out for 2 movies now. Like, since 7, I just haven't given a shit about them.
Listen, man, you're contributing to that box office. So
I'm a horror fan. It's I got to do it for the family. My dad and I don't get to go to the movies as much. He likes this stuff. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with him. Like, I'm going over to his house tomorrow with Atticus. We're gonna go watch Air on Prime because it's free on Prime right now. So
Okay. Sounds fun.
you have no interest in that movie?
I'm not even sure what it is.
It's the Michael Jordan movie with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon.
Michael Jordan.
You don't know about this movie?
The Chicago Bulls player Michael Jordan.
Yes, the Chicago Bulls player Michael Jordan. It's about the creation of the Air Jordans.
No. I mean,
Dude,
I think I've seen that. I think I seen a poster or something, but I scrolled right past that.
Yeah, Ben Affleck's new directed movie.
Okay.
That's
cool.
It looks great, man. I will send you a trailer. But yeah, no, I like that these fuckers are getting up on land too, the little dinosaur guys.
Yeah.
And this would be, I hate Jaws: The Revenge. I hate that movie. See our Better Off Dead episode from last year's last Splatterthon, and you can hear my thoughts and feelings on that. But this would be the perfect movie to steal that tagline for. This time, it's personal. Because the Apex is going after Jason Statham. I would love that.
He knows him.
He does. He's like, you're the guy who killed my son.
There it is.
Who killed my boy.
It's about family. God,
it's about family. It's about drive.
To the shark.
It's about power. I like that. That was pretty cool. I like seeing the people in there. We got to mention too. This is from the director of Free Fire. He's done a bunch of other stuff too. A lot of people on Twitter, I saw like the groups we follow and things. Found that out this week. They're like, wait, the guy who did this, because like a lot of his movies are very serious, like dramas and stuff. So they're like, wait a second, the guy who did that who did the Killing Fields is doing fucking the Meg 2, like what the hell? Like, it's kind of a funny thing. Like, you got to step out of your comfort zone every once in a while.
Maybe he's always wanted to direct a Meg movie as a kid. He's like, if there's ever a Megalodon film, I'm jumping on that. And he didn't get the first one, but the sequel came about, and he said, let's play with a bunch of creatures.
That's true. But yeah, getting in here, classic stuff. Wow. Love that. And then this stuff here, if I could get it. Oh, I'm on the wrong tab. That's why. I like this. Like, I'm a big fan of this. The fucking tentacles coming up through the little resort here.
Yes.
Like, just the imagery is nice. The helicopter, getting ripped down. Like, I like this shit. This looks
I love
fun.
they're going full board with it.
They are.
They know what they know what kind of movie this is, and they're not pulling any punches on it, which I love.
Yes, one of my TikToks is from that. Yeah, we did. I got that on 4K a couple months back. Actually, thanks from my sister Kira. So thank you. That was a birthday present. It's actually sitting back here on my shelf. So I don't know. Yeah. Right here. So, and Luke, you picked up one of these too, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I have one of them.
Absolutely.
It's on my shelf. I haven't watched it yet, but
I have not either. But I think that's just because we just covered it last spring for Splatterthon.
I have a handful of films I have not dove into since I bought.
Oh, my dad's in the chat now.
Oh, here we go.
Will the squid grab the dog? Probably. I mean, no, the dog didn't die in the last one, so they like to put tiny dogs in peril in these movies. But yeah, this is also another moment that we heard from CinemaCon. I was told that it was a sword. It's not a sword. It's a harpoon. So I was a little disappointed by that. But yeah, no, definitely looks pretty great. You know me. I'm excited for it.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Excited for it. It is going to be a blast. We're definitely going to get a review out. Hopefully it's better than the last massive shark movie we covered. So
I don't want to talk about it. But it's doing pretty decent in views. So
it is doing pretty. People like our review. They know to stay away. So, that's been nice. And I got to say, I did enjoy my conversation with Julio Cedillo. Wonderful actor. Watch him in Sicario, much better film. He's absolutely fantastic in it. So yeah, that's the Meg 2. Really looking forward to it. I know, like, my dad just hopped in here. I don't know if he's been watching this whole time or not, but we just went through it. Yeah, pretty excited for this. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, that's not shocking. It's a fucking shark movie, and it's me. But I am happy that Slaughter Count. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. But I am happy that it's looking pretty good. It's looking at least fun, and I'm thrilled that you're excited for it.
I think it's going to be a fun in camp to the summer. To be honest, it's like what we've looked at. Well, we've had Violent Night late last year, Renfield. Just a lot of Cocaine Bear. A lot of this fun stuff kind of hitting theaters. I'm excited that we're kind of doubling down on that. Bringing some fun back into the theater. It doesn't always have to be serious. It doesn't have to be in-depth kind of horror stuff. It can just be superficial. Let's go in for an hour and a half to hour 45 and just have fun.
That's honestly what I'm hoping for also. So, that's definitely what I'm looking out for, basically. Is just a fun time at the theater. I don't want anything to, get too serious. Oh, we're getting something with the stream. Stream unavailable, policy violation. What did we do?
Were we playing the was it the trailer?
Was it the trailer?
Might have been.
Damn. I don't know what to do about that.
We just stuck. They took us off then?
It's still going. It just can't show video at the moment.
Oh. Oh, we're back.
Are we?
Boom. Apparently, Slaughter Count told us we were. Thank you. They got us.
Okay.
Put us in copyright jail?
No, we're not in copyright jail, but I guess we're not allowed to watch trailers on here. That's so stupid.
Okay. Well, we got through the Meg 2.
We did get through the Meg 2, so oh well. And that's the thing. I saved Poor Things for this. I still haven't watched it. So I was waiting for that. Yeah, did you watch it?
Yes, I did.
Okay, what do you think of Yorgos's next picture? How does it look? Is it weird?
I mean, yeah, as weird as you would expect it to be. Cinematically, the thing looks gorgeous. I can't wait to see it. And you just get glimpses of each different character. You don't really get a too in-depth story. It's very short. What is it, like 34 seconds or something like that? It's very small.
Like a teaser.
So I mean, it looks great. We can even maybe we'll do a separate video on it then.
Absolutely.
And
no, for sure.
Your initial thoughts.
I could do like a short, like a YouTube short on it, or we could save it for next week on Sunday Scaries or something.
Yeah,
because we already shot this week's. So it is what it is. But yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the heck we're gonna do about that. I know people live stream watching trailers and stuff on here. I didn't know why ours got struck down. Maybe it's just it depends on the company. Maybe Meg 2 is a little too big. Yeah, I don't get it. We weren't even playing sound on that second round. We were literally just going into darkness, and I love how it got us literally after the trailer was done.
Yeah, we had to pause forever, and then finally they're like,
yeah, I guess that's why they put us back up. So whatever, I don't care. This is a crazy times. Yes, it is. Absolutely, their Slaughter Count, but. Yeah, why don't we, since we can't do that, we could probably go on to the other topic I wanted to touch on, which was the writer's strike a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, Luke, have you been keeping up with this stuff?
Very briefly. I haven't dove too in-depth with it. I know, certain things on it. I'd listened to Mick Garris's podcast. Did you listen to that?
I did not. It's on my list of things to listen to, but there was these guys, Raiders of the Lost podcast. Yeah, I listened to them. They actually interviewed a member of the Writers Guild who's like pretty heavy into the actual like strike and getting it formed and everything. So
Yeah.
yeah, she was very insightful on all of it. I think it's all it's just again very goofy to me that this is where the producers really want to draw the line, because at the end of the day, one of the things that they're asking for is people to not rely on AI as far as writing scripts and things, because like kind of the gist of what we're getting at is that they're wanting to feed an algorithm like information about a story. It writes the bones, and then they hand it off to a writer to fill in the gaps, make it more human. So they basically want to cut out the bulk of the writer's job and then just do that. And it's just asinine to me, because like, have you ever like looked into like Chat GPT or anything like that?
No, I haven't. Again, if you haven't listened to the Ask Mick Anything on the, he does the little podcasts of those where they can just ask him a bunch of different questions, and he really focused on the writer strike on this one. It's only like 45 minutes or something like that, but he talks about it. So does Joe Russo, the other gentleman that does a podcast with him, and they talk about, they tackle different things. They talk about streaming issues in terms of residuals for that, and they go into AI as the last part of it. And Joe Russo brings up the idea that he wanted just for kicks to put in, part of a story for AI to see what it would generate. And it started with this monster, and these kids, and he put it in the generator. And he said that basically the story went that this monster chases these kids around the house. The kids get out of the house. They run to the police who are outside, and they have the police go inside and arrest the monster. And that's what kind of the story that generated there, which is like, they talk about, would AI ever be a plausible thing for, a writer to actually write an actual film? And they kind of say that, it's going to be missing the bones, the human thought, the thing that you can't really put into an AI, which I think is absolutely true. There's just some things that are going to get lost in translation. And even if you try to formulate an outline from an AI, I think there are going to be jumps in there that don't make any sense. And it's going to be the most basic type of story. You're not going to get those, Ari Aster's or anything like that, where it's just these abstract kind of different films. You're not going to get a Skinamarink or The Outwaters if you do that.
Yeah, and that's kind of the point that everybody's trying to make, and it's like we're leaning into it into the horror space here pretty heavily, but it's not just going to be horror movies that are affected by this. It's going to be all media, pretty much anything that takes a script to put together. And it's I really don't see why any studio would want to pivot there other than to save money. That's all it is to them, really, because again, Hollywood's a business, so we have to kind of remember that. But yeah, it's still one of those things to me where it's just like they've been such an essential force for so long in this industry, and like since the start of it. And now the fact that just because you can throw something into a computer and get a half-baked product and then just have somebody try to fix it up, they think that that's going to save them all this time and effort and money. I think that it's just going to hurt the process even more. It's like, you're going to lose people. But, I wonder, what is that going to do for like independent projects? I try to think about it like on the bright side of things, if this was to go through, which I genuinely do not think that is going to. I don't think the writers are going to stop the strike until at least that portion of it is, ironed out, and, they have it in writing that they're not going to rely on things like Chat GPT and stuff like that to write scripts. I know that's a huge piece for them. But, for me, it is one of those things too, where it's like, if they do go with it, where does it stop? Now, are you telling me that like, as soon as you can start auto-generating, you can have AI like animating films and everything? Or are you just going to cut out directors and actors and everybody else? Like, soon it's all going to be just one big computer, in 20 years. It's like, is that really the world that you want to live in? Do you think that's going to sell? Do you think that's what people want to watch?
And I think Hollywood has an interesting dichotomy to it, because you look at a business and you have businessmen making business decisions in terms of cost cutting and things like that. And that's what it is. It's just a business. But you look at Hollywood and you have businessmen sitting in offices trying to make business decisions affecting creatives on the ground floor. And you don't really have that anywhere else, where it's like, yeah, you look at a director, you look at a writer, they're in favor of a creative telling a creative story, and that's what it is. Whereas, you have these businessmen in charge of making creative decisions. Which, I mean, we do our research on Splattercast and things like that, and it's like you look at people who think they are creative and should have creative input, and then it leads to just a big backfire and a horrible film, because they don't know what they're talking about. And I think that's really what we're hitting here, where it's like, if we try to do an AI type of screenplay and we tried to tell that story for the next few years, I think there would be such a big backlash, where an independent film or independent like production company would not be so independent anymore, because you would have such a wave of mainstay people leaving those big studios and wanting to go to tell their own stories, where you don't have that AI or any of those kind of obstacles in your way. And then I don't see that ever being a plausible scenario of having a computer in charge of telling a human story. I don't think that would ever actually work, because you would just get the bare bones of a basic story retold over and over and over again.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like you're just gonna suck the soul out of everything, and you can't be. You just can't. Like you can't expect people to really love it or find it as valuable as it was before. I mean, you see that even with today, with say what you will, when studios just shit out movies that are just guns for hire, who are just making things. And I'm not trying to sit here and say like, people who go out, they'll make movies. Making movies is hard. Obviously we know that. And there are just some people who don't go out trying to make a bad movie. But then there are people who you can go and see a film and you're genuinely like, yeah, that was made just to, capitalize on it, on like, a name or something. And, that's one of those things for me where it's just like, I genuinely don't see how they could watch something like that happen and watch something crash at the box office like that and expect AI to do better.
Yeah.
When it's like, at least that had a person behind it. At least that had some kind of a soul behind it, maybe. But like AI, it's like you said, you put in, a little bit of information here and there, and then it's just like, oh, okay, well, let me just shit out something super fucking like paint by numbers, like anything that you've seen before. There's no nuance to it. There's nothing there. It's like, how is an actor supposed to interpret that? How are they supposed to get excited about that material? It's like, how's a director supposed to interpret that and get that excited about it? Like it seems like a flawed concept to me, considering it's like I've done a lot of research and I've done a lot of watching of people who cover AI and just like this Chat GPT thing across many different companies and how it's going for them. And it's just like, yeah, it's impressive for like 5 minutes, and then you realize the limitations of it, and you're like, well, yeah, maybe in 10 years this is going to be something scary, but for now it's like, yeah. And I think that's why they need to codify things now, why the writers are striking at this moment on this, because they know that by every year this technology is just going to get stronger and stronger and more advanced, and sooner or later, if they don't step in, that it could actually be a threat to them. And so that's why I think like right now is the best time to do it. And of course, we have the residual side of things, which, did you know how much they were asking for on the grand scheme of things? Like when it comes to streaming and profits and everything, do you know how much money they were asking for?
No, they didn't give me figures. Again, I didn't do any research on that end of things. I just know that Mick Garris had mentioned, and I believe they said they had taken, I think it was like just four of the highest paid, kind of people in the offices that made the most money, and it wasn't even, I think, half of that. I think was the figure of what they were asking, so it wasn't anything obscene.
It was 2% on the whole, 2%
Yep.
on the whole earnings of the project.
And and I think this is a thing where how underpaid I think even writers and just screenplay writers in general are underpaid for their creativity, where again they talk about even residuals that exist nowadays, where you get a film made out there, and you get what, like 50% of that back on the residual after that first time it's aired, and then it's a half of a half of a half of a half, so you're just getting checks in the mail that are cents by the time it's like you get the bulk of it at the very beginning, and then nothing else really trickles in afterwards. So it's like I think the misinterpretation out there is that you're a screenwriter, you're made for life if you make one big film, which isn't really the case. It's like you're not made for life making money off that film as it replays. It's like you're only getting a percentage of a percentage of a percentage of that.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's something that a lot of people need to wake up to, because I've seen people post shit and talk about this, like they're putting our entertainment in jeopardy. It's like we have so many other big things to worry about than millionaires in Hollywood screaming about not getting money. It's like, these people aren't millionaires. Like these people are just like you and me. Like, for the most part, they can barely support themselves. And you got to think, like, we have day jobs. We go, we clock in, we do our 8 hours, whatever it is, and then we get our paycheck every 2 weeks or a week. Writers don't get that. Most writers, they'll get something up front a little bit, and then they'll be told, okay, you'll get something when the project is in such and such stage. And then half the time, especially on smaller productions, sometimes that gets delayed, and sometimes they don't see money for months. So it's kind of like they have to just kind of really strategically plan how they're going to live their life, and like how they're going to get by when they're working on this film, especially in television. Like it's really predatory like that in television. And then like another big project or topic they brought up was how they're simplifying writers' rooms for things like TV. They'll hire a main showrunner or main writer, and they'll tell them, instead of having a full-blown writer's room where you have all these creative minds and you have good writers that you can bring in and be like, I want you to work on this episode and this episode. It'll be like, okay, there's you plus 3 other people. Now, a regular writer's room, especially for a TV show, for something like The Mandalorian or The Last of Us, you probably have something like, a writer's room of creatives with at least, 7, 8, maybe even 10 people who all come in and they all work on individual pieces of the story, individual pieces of this and that, and they all work together. But like now they're saying that a lot of these streaming companies are forcing people to basically have micro writers' rooms, and it's all cost saving. It's all so that they don't have to spend money on it. And we had another show from Netflix today that I never even heard of that got canceled. And John Squire, the guy who runs Bloody Disgusting, had a good point about how it's like, you guys put out 100 shows a month, never advertise them, never say shit about them, and you just cancel them left, right, and center. It's like, you guys are so focused on getting content out for cheap, you're not focused on the quality of it. And it's just one of those things where it's just like, it just highlights to me a major problem with this, where it's like, they just do not respect creatives and they don't respect the writers. And that's why I think these strikes are important. And that's, again, why I want to cover this. I know we went from 5 people watching to 2, but it's like, this is important. This is something that I think needs to be highlighted, because if you're in the industry or you want to be in the industry, this is a reality. This is something we're going to have to face.
Yeah, and I think we're at that transition period right now where streaming has become such a huge thing, especially when we're talking about residuals and not really getting anything from those because there isn't really a standard in terms of streaming because it is such a new medium. That I think now is that point we're at a crossroads where it's like you got to establish these parameters right now so that it doesn't get out of hand in 5 years. Because yes, there are parameters already set for the Writers Guild. But there are a lot of writers out there where they're being taken advantage of from studios to say, yeah, I know you're not supposed to be writing this without, being paid, but we need to see some sort of proof of concept. You have to have a screenplay out there. And then that runs into these different obstacles where it has to go to this other person and they want rewrites before we can even submit the actual screenplay itself. And screenwriters aren't getting paid for that. So it's like, you're working, and that's the big thing about those residuals where, that big first payday is supposed to get you through to the next job because, you're not under contract. You're working essentially from job to job to job. So you need something to maintain, whether you're getting a big bulk pay. Yeah, that's not something that you can expect, another month down the line. That's supposed to maintain you until your next job, which could be 6 months to a year down the line, depending on, how well known you are. So those things have to be established. Those residuals, they have to have an algorithm for it where it's like, okay, you're going to get this much. So those writers, those creatives can continue to be creative.
Absolutely. And, I think that this is just a very important thing. It's a very important time for creatives and people who are just getting in the industry, who are adjacent to the industry like we are, where it's like, we report on this stuff. And I think like the last point that I really wanted to bring up as important here is, this is, as of right now, going on for, it's been like, what, 2-3 weeks now?
Mm-hmm.
Now, in 2007, that one went on for about 3 months. And it set a lot of projects back. It set a lot of, we had a very sparing amount of content in our, in our spaces, as far as like, what's on television, what's in the theater, stuff like that. Now, depending on how long these studios want to hold out, we also have more, guilds going up for negotiation here soon. Next month we have the directors going up, and then sooner rather than later we have the actors, the SAG. If all of these, and these guys have already said that they stand with the writers, so if they don't get ratified, then soon you're going to have directors who are going to be off the table. So that's going to halt production on everything. And then actors, and then it's so on and so forth. So it's like, how many dominoes do you think have to fall in this chain before these studios start taking people seriously?
Well, and
I think the fact that they haven't cracked yet is kind of scary.
Well, and that's the thing where it's like, I think it's going to take a moment, a big tidal wave to realize, you can't be businessmen making creative decisions about creatives and hoping to get those creative projects still out there. There has to be, a hard stop somewhere. And I think it starts with the screenwriters, if they don't start figuring out, that the creatives are the driving force behind these creative projects. Again, it is like those dominoes. They all fall, and then we don't get any of that creative content that we're expecting. It's creatives that make Hollywood work. So, without the creatives, there are no businessmen to make the business decisions.
Very good point. But alrighty, guys. Well, I guess that's enough. We've said our piece on, the writer's strike. I definitely think we want to get back to talking about some more positive stuff. But definitely, if you can, show your support on social media. Retweet people's posts. Follow people on Instagram. Get it out there. Let studios know that you side with the writers. And hopefully, it won't be too much longer now before they come to their senses. They reach a deal. They get these people paid. They give them some form of job security that they're not going to get replaced by AI and computers, anytime soon. Because nobody wants a movie written by AI. I promise you don't. Even if that sounds like a fun little litmus test, you do not want it. I promise. But let's see what we got here. Rye says, yes, writer strike sucks. Yes, it's not great why it's happening, but I definitely support the strike. And Poe's Afraid is disturbing. You have no idea, my friend. I don't even know if you've seen it. I'm going to go out on a limb and say you haven't yet. But yeah, that movie's pretty fucking out there. So, like, get ready for that one. But yeah, I think we'll kind of coming down to the wire here a little bit, but I figure we'll wind down, check out a couple of Rise videos if he's still in the chat, just because I know he's been asking for it. So let's see if Rise here. Go ahead and chime in real quick. And then Luke, one of the last things I want to ask, are you familiar with Meat Canyon?
No.
Okay, I have something for you that you might enjoy. They're not going to kick us off for this because I've shown Meat Canyon videos on here before. There's this guy named Hunter Hancock who does these animations. I absolutely adore them. So okay, let's watch one of Rise kill counts. Just because he's our loyal supporter, and we appreciate you, sir, for sticking with us through this year. And you're the best. So we'll give you some love. We'll get your channel up here. Cool. Oh God, no! He hears me talking about Meat Canyon. He knows. Yeah. So, yep. If you guys are watching this after the fact, after it posted, because I've noticed that some of our live streams tend to get a lot more views after they've been posted and they're in their full. Gremlin Ryo, one of our boys, he's been in here for a long time. And, he's always supporting us, always commenting, liking our stuff. And, he's been a huge supporter of getting us through here this last year. We thank you, brother. We appreciate you. And, yes, why don't we do it? You want us to do the Transformers memes? All right, it's only a minute. We'll start with that. And then, Luke, do you want Killer Clowns or Halloween 2018?
I saw Killer Clowns. Let's do Halloween.
Okay, so we'll do the memes first. Let me get this. I gotta make sure I got sound on this bad boy. I should.
Huh?
Can you hear
His
it?
name is John.
Yes.
Maximize. Want a break from the ads? Maximize. Malfunction.
Hey guys, look what I found.
We're busy.
Your bodyguard for once. How cool is that?
Raph, I'm the first one here, right?
I don't.
Scream like a little girl.
I don't get the noise.
早上好，中国！现在
Oh, John Cena.
Where would you be without the Burgers Prime? He's like, time to find out.
One Among Us. Once.
Among Us.
I like mine without.
Optimus, what's your catchphrase?
I've come.
Ah,
I am coming. Let them come.
okay. All right, that's pretty good.
I gotta go.
I've come.
Holy shit,
Okay, the last couple were pretty solid. I have come. Very nice.
Welcome back to the Kill Count. Today's episode, I will be covering Halloween, the sort of reboot that came out in 2018. And when I
Sorta
first
reboot.
heard
I
about
like
this movie, I thought it would be a great Halloween movie. Turns out it is. But anyways, let's get to the great kills.
Oh, yes.
I don't know this kid's name, but
Is this really the
this
first
kid gets
kill?
killed by Michael Myers'.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
I think so.
I never noticed that.
Okay, so there is.
Cop the dad. Don't know about the cop, but the kid's dad gets Snickbrook. Gotcha.
I need assistance and backup right away.
God, the potential. The potential.
This worker. His jaw is broken, but I'm going to have to censor it, sorry.
Oh.
That was some vicious gore too.
Stripped to Death got us censored is sorry.
Yeah, we don't
One
censor
God
much
has
of our
beaten to
gore.
death,
We're gonna have to do
choked
that
to
when we get
death.
monetized a little bit.
Let's just speed it up.
I like it going fast. He's just smacking the shit out of him. Ugh.
This old lady.
This old lady.
Got hammered to the head, I think.
I think that's a pretty safe assumption, bud.
I did like that it was off screen.
Yes.
Stabbed with a CGI knife.
There you go. Good call out.
Stabbed at it, just stab it.
Stab it. It's just stabbing.
I want to watch the whole movie in this fast forward.
In the fast forward, yeah, in like 3 times speed. Dave!
Stabbed in the neck, I think.
I
Remember, he
that's
got a
pretty
tattoo of just a random date
Oh,
on his.
Yeah, that Halloween. Right there, baby. This is the best kill of the movie, in my
Stabbed in
opinion.
Yeah.
the back.
It's a good one.
Then to the
Clearly,
head
one of the
with
best of the
fence.
trilogy, for sure. I don't know. What do you guys think is the best of the trilogy as far as kills go?
Mm.
Oscar!
I think it's either this or what was the boyfriend's name in Kills?
Oh yeah, that's the one I was gonna say. I
Squashed
forgot
it.
his name.
Yeah,
I
how
just
he-
love the brutality of that one.
They did, yeah.
Censor
When he
it,
just
sorry.
stabbed him and then cracked his
Oh,
neck
but
open.
Fucking stab.
the kid in
In the
Halloween
head
Ends at the
got a
very
sensor.
beginning was very abrupt. And
It again,
Very
sorry.
abrupt.
I
Yeah,
was like,
that's
oh
pretty-
Jesus.
Yeah. I do love that. I love that my NECA figure came with the head.
Oh yeah.
Neck snapped. The movie ends with the family
Halloween
happy
3 kid.
and Michael Burns in the house,
Respect.
but he will not go on the count. 16 people died in Halloween 2018. 11 men, one unknown for women. The best kill of the movie. The psychiatrist went out like a pumpkin.
That was pretty that was pretty rough.
And that's the Halloween 2018 kill count. I hoped you liked it. And thanks, Ian Newton, for the idea, and thanks for watching the video.
Very nice. Very nice, I do like his intro that he made.
Oh
This
yeah.
is pretty good. I know you work with Cape Cut for the most part, but like when you can get yourself an editing software that's a little like more advanced, like you're gonna go insane. I can just tell because you already like make the most out of what you have. So when you take the chains off and you can just go do whatever, like you'll be making some wild content, my boy. All right, Ryan, I'm sorry, but I need to expose Luke now, and then we'll wrap it up. Meat Canyon, I love this guy. I love this channel. This is definitely something that is pretty wild and right up my alley. I don't know what I want to start with, but he's got some classics in here. We could maybe see, is the Bugs one still up? I don't even know. But yeah, let's see. I think you can already tell just from the thumbnails that these are pretty wild. My favorite one of recent memory is Starbucks, but I don't want to start with that one. We'll start with this. You watch Ed, Edd n Eddy, Luke?
Yes. Yeah, I've seen it.
Listen, dork! Don't put your trash on my door! You hear me?
25 cents.
What?
25 cents is all it takes, Kevin.
For what? Another one of your loser projects?
No. To see God. Have you ever wanted to see something so beautiful? So unattainable?
Where's Johnny?
He's witnessing perfection.
What do you mean? Matter of fact, where is everyone today?
They are all a part of something far greater. They have seen something so pure that their hearts can no longer turn back. And it's right behind that door.
Whatever, dork, just take it and leave me alone.
What is that?
Get off me! Get off me! No! No!
Now, who wants a jawbreaker?
That was just a taste. Not as intense, but it's very surrealist kind of
Good lord.
weird. Yeah, a little dark. I'm not even gonna easy into it anymore. Let's just fucking go.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you
Full
today?
thrust.
Yeah. Is pumpkin spice back on the
Can you show me this
menu?
one?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it is.
Okay,
I don't know.
great.
I hope I
I'll
did.
take a coffee with some of that yummy pumpkin cream cold foam. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that will be $6.25 at the window.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, here's your coffee. The person in front of you paid for your order, so you're all set.
Wow, really? That's so kind of them. So many kind souls in the universe. I'm just so happy the pumpkin spice is back.
Yeah, no, it's certainly popular.
Okay, well, thank you. Yep, thanks. Bye.
All right, have a great day.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you today?
Hello, can I get 2 iced chai lattes with the pumpkin cream cold foam? Extra pumpkin.
Sure. The total is $12.50 at the first window.
Oh, hello again.
Can I have a Viti white chocolate mocha, extra hot, please? No whipped cream, skim.
Welcome to
Pumpkin spice latte!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Give me that! What is this?
It's a white chocolate mocha. It was for the woman in front of you.
Bring me pumpkin! Go back there and get it for me!
Welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you today?
Please pull forward.
I don't know if I can give you this drink. It doesn't seem right.
Welcome to Starbucks. What can we get started for you today?
Oh yeah, is pumpkin spice back on the menu?
Your thoughts?
Hmm.
You don't like these?
Intriguing. Good lord. Yeah, I think I saw that one.
You think
I
you
think
saw
you
it?
showed that one to me. Yeah. I mean, it's wild stuff.
Okay. Well, I thought that you'd be a bigger appreciator of this stuff than I was. So it's weird. It's creepy. Let's go. All right. I won't torch you guys anymore.
Dylan's
But-
having his fun over here.
I enjoy Meat Canyon. It's a lot of fun. He also has a really great channel called Papa Meat, where he talks about horror movies. So,
Oh,
lots of fun. Great channel. Very different than this. So, but you get to see a lot of his inspirations because he's inspired by a lot of Lovecraft and a lot of stuff like that. So,
oh, okay. Very intriguing.
okay. Yes. But yeah, I think, that's going to probably wrap us up for the 1 year celebration. I thought it was a lot of fun. We at least got to watch the Meg trailer
Yes.
before YouTube said, get the hell out. I made you guys watch some Meat Canyon. We talked some of the writer's strike. It's been good. It's been fun. It hasn't been too fun, or whatever the saying is. I don't know. But yeah, no, I do gotta be getting up there. Got to be getting ready. I got a busy day, busy weekend. We got Mother's Day on Sunday, so if you got a mom, celebrate with them. Be good, be kind, do what you must. And yeah, those are my words of wisdom. Luke, do you have anything?
No. Yeah. Busy week. We got a lot more coming, I guess, to the channel here.
I know.
Sunday Scary is coming in hot. A lot of screeners on the way as well.
I know.
So
We have to
a lot
talk
more
about
horror
that for a
chatter.
second. So
Yeah.
we will have to chat about that after we get off here because yeah, we gotta strategically line those up because everything's gonna start hitting real quick. But alrighty, guys, that's going to wrap us up. We appreciate anybody who stopped by. Of course, special shout out to El Rayo or Gremlin Rayo 22 for hanging with us. Thank you, Rye. We can always rely on you to keep the chat going and keep everything moving. Are we doing any shark movie commentaries? More than likely, yes. We will be doing shark movie commentaries as we go along. I can definitely fit some of those in. We do have some shark movie content coming because obviously with the Meg coming up, I'm going to force Luke to watch a few things, maybe a couple of our other YouTube buddies to party it up with us. But yeah, it's going to be a blast. So stick with us. And yeah, just keep an eye on the channel. We're ever growing. Thank you guys for sticking with us for a year. And yeah, thanks for getting us to 862 as of today. And yeah, we'll definitely do another one of these kind of hangout sessions. Maybe we'll plan a little something different than trailer watching because we can't for the 1,000. But yeah, when we hit 1,000, we'll definitely be doing some fun stuff. So
Absolutely.
alrighty, guys. Well, that is gonna wrap us up here. So until next time, I am Dylan Newell.
And I'm Luke Janesco.
And remember, stay scared.